Is it starting? Okay, wait, I forgot. Children of all ages, except those below 18, you are not allowed in this stream. We have come and gathered together here to confess our sins, to confess all that we wanted to confess as we learn from what we have confessed. By the way, disclaimer, I am not a priest, I am not a father, okay? So don't take things too seriously, okay? I know I go to church like sometimes on Sundays, but please don't assume. But for this session, of course, I'm sure everyone is very excited. Not only for the confession stream, because I know a lot of people will confess, but also the new background that everyone was waiting for. And I'm sure you all have a good idea. So the construction of one place and an area is successful. Children of every age that is not under 18, it is time for our confession. Yeah, I can see you all right here. I'm not blind, so hello everyone. Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'm your little bear adventure VTuber Doppelgris, and today I will be in charge of every confessions that we will be encountering throughout this communal. Well, of course, if there are gonna be less confessions, that's okay. We will be talking about other things after all. So to start off, I'm sure everyone wanted to see this new background that I got. So, cheng, yes, it's one of my new backgrounds. Whoopee! Yes, it's like a prayer room, right? Which is so cool. And as you guys can see, you can actually see the stained glass window. It was like a collaborative work. So the stained glass window was created by an artist. You guys will be able to find out soon. But for the background, it's the same person who made my weapons, and also the ones that you guys see most of the time in the background creation. So I would like to thank Arts Ira for this wonderful background. Don't worry, it's on the About Us page on Twitch. Now, I might have reverb, like, yeah. It's because number one, I'm alone in this room. Obviously, there will be much echo because look at this place. It's so huge. Now, I'm sure everyone is excited. So, we only have very few, like super few marshmallow, but that's okay. Besides, I would want to talk more about the event yesterday. So this is fine. So first things first, let me just save this marshmallow. Okay, first off, yeah, give me a second. I'm just gonna save all of these. Yeah, I forgot to tell my friend slash manager to work on this for me. Give me a second as I work. Just need to do this real quick. Yeah, I was not prepared because I went out earlier. So forgive me. Okay. We got everything prepared now. So we only got the marshmallow, which is fine because I can talk. This gives me ample time to talk about other things. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna order them based from what I'm seeing. Let's see. This is the first one I got. I know it's a confession, but what the heck is this? So you want me to confess? What is your favorite memories moment with you and Jay during stream? For those who don't know who Jay is my VTuber big brother. So my favorite memory? I guess it would probably be it would probably be the Puyo Puyo Tetris. Because mostly like despite the internet problems between me and Jay, we were able to play and have fun. Yeah. And at the same time, it's the only one of the games wherein I just obliterated Jay. Especially with Tetris. Puyo Puyo is a different case. So there's that. And apparently I just realized that since Jay's in the US and I'm from Asia, the Wi-Fi signal of both of us are clashing. So that makes sense. Yeah, it wasn't that hard though. I don't think this is also a confession though. At least they're curious and asking. And the second marshmallow, let's see. Yep. What is this confession? That's so long? Okay. Let's put it here. We're at church. Let me remove the reverb. One time when I was a teenager, me and my sister just listened to BL drama at my family visit. Turns out my sister turned up the volume to 50%. No pun intended. Because of the two guys, our moaning voice was very interesting. I stopped and turned off the living room TV and we rushed into our inner room. As soon as my family came to the door and pretended they didn't notice. Okay, before anything else, I guess this is also shocking. Like, first of all, it's so wild for you to even like listen to BL drama in a family visit too at 50% volume too. Normally, I would like go into my if that's the case, I would normally a person would like go on the corner in their earphone so that they're listening there without people noticing what you're listening to. But being turning up the volume and it's in the living room TV too. That's so wild. Well, I guess it's also a lesson learned for you. So forgiven. Because I'm sure you also learned your lesson about playing such drama on TV, much less in a family visit. I have no balls to do that. Especially in my places, like full of religious people, here left and right. Like specifically, when I said left and right, it means like because my family is religious with Christianity, and then the other one is Buddhism. So I'm like very observant on things. Again, it's still karma. I'm sure after that they didn't notice. You guys felt so embarrassed. So I guess forgiven indeed. Well, of course, make sure you don't do this again. If you're gonna do this, please do it in your room. Especially it's a family visit. So imagine if all your whole family, even relatives, just hears what you guys are listening to. That's gonna be so wild. Do be careful though. You're forgiven, but do be careful. Everyone can watch BL, but please do them at a different time and place, please. Please. Okay. Next. So confession. I tend to keep being nice to people I low-key kinda resent. Is that bad? Fake? I mean, I don't think being unfriendly is any better, but I also imagine finding out people you assume were friends with you actually dislike you behind your back would hurt a lot. Doesn't awaken personal insecurities. Um Everyone tends to be, well, if you think about it, people will tend to be really nice to you in the first place. I guess you can't really tell if they're like faking it or not, because knowing you should, it's understandable that people are faking being nice because they're just very scared on what they're very scared on seeing if you're actually telling the truth or being a liar. Like, you have to remember that it's the internet we're dealing with. Like, and including that, the moment you encounter different VTubers, you can't really tell what their actual personas are or what they were actually like outside of stream. So there, it's it's not really bad. It's not really bad because a lot of people do it. I do it too. But for me, I always be nice. I just keep quiet if they do anything bad because I am much forbidden to react to anything serious, because my friend slash manager gave me an advice to never react. If you have friends and they did something wrong and whatnot, you are not allowed to react. You are not allowed to take sides. You can only give words of advice, but that's about it. But you are not allowed to take sides. Because once you take a side, then you have to prepare for the worst. And at the same time, it's the internet, so expect that there will always be these kinds of issues. So it's better to avoid them as much as possible. So I guess there is nothing wrong in being fake. Now, don't think being unfriendly is any better. Yeah, that's also true because let's because here's the thing. People will really will be nice, especially if it's their first time meeting you, because it's like a common decency. Because imagine if you guys just met each other and then you're just being rude. Well, that depends. You have to remember that this is not a rom-com. This is not a rom-com scenario or whatnot, because this happens IRL, much less in the internet. So there's nothing wrong with being nice despite faking it, because you don't even know what's behind people's mask. Everyone's masking who they truly are, so you can't really tell. Me, for instance, I will really be nice to anyone, but I'm very silent on any drama that happens, because I want to avoid them as much as possible. And my friend slash manager wouldn't want me to go to a situation wherein I won't be able to defend myself. And I'm a very emotional person too. And usually anything that's drama and it affects my friends, even I get worried. Like, very, very worried. Take Sari for example. I worry her a lot. Yeah, I worry her a lot, especially during her one stream, her unarchived, I believe, and she talked about the situations that's going on. So I worry about her a lot. I don't say it that much because other than its reality, it's really hard. Now let's continue the statement. But I also imagine finding out people you assume were friends with you actually dislike you. That's the thing. That's why some people be are faking it, faking being nice, because you don't really know what's on their mind and what they do behind your back and what they do outside of stream or outside of the internet. Like, I had that situation, so of course I would. It really hurts. Behind your back would hurt like a. Oh, this. Yeah, it's not really personal insecurity. It's more of You are trying to be careful, right? Now, before anything else, your confession is understandable. And then moving back to like assuming we're friends. Yeah, that's the thing. What makes me question those people are like, why do you have to be friends with them despite you disliking them? Like, I don't understand. Like how sorry, I ate a lot earlier. Like how would you just became, let's say you guys became friends and then you're like talking behind their back and because you dislike them or something, like if you don't like their personality or you don't like how they talk or you just don't like them at all, then why did you become friends in the first place? Right? There are some people who would like stay quiet as much as possible. But if you start spreading rumors about certain people, that's really hard. Especially on the internet. Because the moment you talk about something very bad to one person, the worst thing is that the affected person doesn't know you're talking behind their back. Because there are those scenarios, like they're like group of friends, like let's say group of five, and then one person talks bad about this person here and there, but then that one person there, that one person didn't know what's going on, and they didn't even do anything bad to the group. And then suddenly, because of that one person talking bad about the other one, the four people didn't like that one, and then that's how things go. I would never want to be in that kind of situation because I already experienced it. And at the same time, looking at how it's going on Twitter, that's why a lot of people are like being very careful on whoever they become friends with. They usually observe what they do, they observe what they want, they observe what they post and everything. Because the only way for them to actually know, or you guys, like, it makes sense, like face to face or how they talk outside of streaming and such, you will really know their personality based from talking there. Like, at the end of the day, as long as you're being nice and being respectful and not doing anything behind their back that affects both parties, then you're fine. Like, I don't encourage such negativity, or let's say hate, because it gets tiring. If you think about it, hating things, it's already tiring, and also looking at things that are dramas that you hate is also tiring at the same time. I'm sure some of you guys have been active on certain dramas, specifically on the VTuber side. And I'm 100% sure a lot of us are very tired reading and listening to what's going on. Especially that there are like commentators. This is the only thing that I can only say. Like, why can't these kinds of issues be talked on DM? Why didn't I don't get it. Like, you can, like, people are saying Google Docky again, and I'm like, can't you just talk on DM like a person? If they're at fault, then that's their problem. But then again, there are also people who would rather do that just to get the clout, which is very scary. Because no matter how much hate you get, interaction and engagement is still engagement. So I don't have to mention any names or any well-known VTuber names that has dealt with like such dramas, because it's better to stay silent. Like, for example, if you have a friend and they did something horrible to that one person, you can only just say hi, hello, and then how things going in others, and that's about it. You can only give word of advice if you know that there's really something wrong. Or rather, if they did really something wrong, obviously I would talk about it to them. But then if they still do the same thing, then I think it's better to like stop because it gets tiring. Imagine you're being a broken record to certain people, but like you know that this is gonna happen, but then it happened, and now you're gonna regret you're regretting that you have done this to someone, and then you will be like, if you already regretted, why didn't you listen to me? I said this like 3 times. It's like I'm Jesus, like talking to Peter's that he's like saying 3 times that you have to do this 3 times, right? Story time. Yeah. Don't worry, the story time for AndFriends will be later. We're in confession first. Besides, how about you, Kiefer? Do you have anything to confess? That is safe for work, okay? That is safe. Yeah, and also we're just talking about this confession right here. Yeah, like it's very like I guess very understandable. Like there are some people who will really be nice to you. There will be some people who will be nice, or like they're nice but they're faking it because it's just scary on the internet. Like you don't know what their true personalities are. For my case, I have not encountered such situations yet. Like for example, for me and Kaifer, even though we don't meet in person, and how both of us talk, like I can already tell that there is no bad vibes. Like that's also another thing that people need to have. Like I'm not sure if it's need to have or need to remember. I guess it's more on intuition. Like you know, like intuition at the same. I guess it's the right word would be intuition. Like you can tell that if you talk to this person, things are gonna be okay. And then let's say if they're, or rather, you know that like I don't know if sixth sense is the right word. Like it's like a gut feeling. Like your gut is telling you that this person is gonna be talking to this person is okay. Or talking to this person feels like something is wrong. Kind of vibe. I'm too busy and tired to be fake. Yeah, that's also the other thing. Like faking it is also very tiring because imagine that you have to like held up high on screen or held up high on whatever you're typing or talking to people, and then you're just trying to fake it. It's so tiring. Imagine going to your friends and be like,
Oh my gosh, girl, like I have been talking to this one bitch, but then oh my gosh, with those bags that are so expensive, do you think are you sure that they're expensive at all? Like I feel like she just have a sugar daddy, that's why she has those things. Like oh my gosh, doesn't she work or something?
but then you don't, but then why? There are those kinds of situations, and the first thing that I will tell them is like, have you talked to them? Like, if you hate someone so bad, why can't you just talk to them? Right? Like, if you think about it, like every drama, especially the VTuber world, like, why can't they just DM them? Like, it's just few steps to just DM a message, right? I mean, even the haters are sending messages to people, right? So, so much less for friends. Why can't they just talk to them in person? Like, I just hate you because of this and this and this, because you're doing this and this and this and that. And like, I would rather talk to a bitch who's being blunt and honest with me than a kind person who's actually plastic or fake. Here in the Philippines, we call fake people plastic. Still don't know what's the lore behind it. That's for sure. Yeah. So my words of advice is that the word of advice for this confession would be it's better to like stay as you are. Just stay nice, stay humble, stay kind, respect any boundaries. if they have gone beyond that boundary, then it's better to take a stand before things get worse. Because for me, I usually leave it as is. If I see that there's something very serious going on, then I can only give as much advice as I need, or probably not. And then there's also this kind of scenario I've been noticing too. Like, there are some people who are talking to these kinds of people, but then he's also friends with this kind of people, but doesn't talk that much with those kinds of people. Some people take offense to that, but to me, I would also talk about this as well, since we're already in the confession stream, right? Like, there will be a lot of friends. There's a lot of group of circles, right? You will notice some of them don't talk much on that group of circle of friends, while this person talks more on the other group of friends. I guess if you think about it, it's more on vibe check, or it depends on, because each of us, it's like, think of it as like favorite subjects and all. Like, you don't mind being in this group of friends, but then there will always be, like, that safe space for you in certain group of circles. So if you feel offended because of a person not talking more on this group of circles, but then they're talking more on the other one, it is more of observing which kind of circle you really want to be in. You must not take offense to that, because we all do that when we are at school. Like, we have our favorite subjects. Sometimes we get bored on certain subjects, but we get super focused on other subjects. Same principle with group of friends. Like, every group of friends, not everyone is as like easygoing or talkative compared to them being in other circle of friends. Never be offended. They wanna, because there are a lot of people who are looking for the right circle of friends to be able to, like, mature and also learn a lot. But how about the communities? The communities, when it comes to the VTuber sphere, is different. Because the community is like, think of them as like fans, viewers, talking about what this person is doing and other things, or like talks about certain VTubers. Like, for example, let me think of a right person. Like, what's a good VTuber example for the community? Like, let's choose Doppio, because he's the safest of them all. Like, Doppio has his circle of friends in different VTuber spheres, right? And then when it comes to the community, he treats them differently. So you have to consider that each of them have their own decisions and each of them have their own vibes. May it be the community or may it be different circle of friends. So for those situations, never be offended. Okay? Never be offended. They're trying to find the right vibe for them, just to be able to be comfortable. Especially if that person have experienced being blackmailed or experience a very bad company. So you have to consider why they're being silent at times. Like, from personal experience, I have been in a bad bad group of friends, and it's really hard. Christian, hi. Yeah. Christian, hi. Nanigaski, Japanese curry oreno anata. But if it's dessert, I'll probably say banana splito or oreno anata. But yeah, we're just talking about confessions and then nanigas. Oy! 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 Oy, Kaifer! Oy! Alam ko ano yan. You know what? Because I'm sure I'm 100% sure you're already excited, Kaifer. So you know what? Let's stop from here. Okay, because these are the only confessions we got. So okay, I'm sure everyone is excited to know what happened in the event. So let me get we're going to move to the next room. But first, let me just change the BGM. Okay. I'm sure everyone is so excited to talk about oh my Fugi. Okay, there. Now, I love sweet and meato. Okay. So we are now here to talk about something that has happened yesterday. And it is the AndFriends event. Yeah. So I'm sure some of you all are like wondering, what is AndFriends? Like, is this a new event? Oh, hi Rabbit. Hello, hello. It's been a while. So, based from their description on their social media, so AndFriends is where music and pop culture collide. So, it's it happened yesterday and today. And I feel like today the event is still ongoing because there is a concert. Stretch out some muscles. Oh, fine. Moonlight. Okay, moon. Stretch. Oh, oh. Okay, you guys want to hear some cracking noise, right? So let me just stretch. Oh, okay. Oh, that feels nice. Ooh, I feel old. Oh, okay. Oh, oh, they don't have Sunday for the event. Okay, give me a second. I'm stretching. Ooh. Old. How dare you? Don't call me old, okay? First of all, I walked a lot earlier. Okay? I walked also yesterday. Imagine staying at 8 in the morning in that event until opening and then until around like 5 because it was 5. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 hours in the event. Even my bones don't crack like that. Really? I usually do this to my neck at times. Yeah. Usually I do that. Okay. Yeah. It just goes to show that I'm getting old. But thank you so much for letting me stretch, Moonlight. Yeah. My ooh. Oh, it feels nice too. When I think about it, stretching it feels so nice. Okay. Now, let me also check the Facebook side. Hey Kaifer, yeah. So let me see real quick. So AndFriends, other based from their social medias, which is on Twitter and Facebook. So it's where music and pop culture collide. Now it happened at yesterday and today at a place called Okada, Manila. Yeah, it was held in PH. Now, I only attended day 1 because it's the only day I got a ticket for free. I will not bring any unnecessary information of the past. That's all I will say to you guys. Now, AndFriends Festival. How was it? Okay. I will tell you, it's my first time actually going to the Okada Manila because for those who are unaware and who don't live in the Philippines, Okada is like a huge hotel area. Think of it as going to a like 3-star hotel and such, and at the same time there's casinos. The casino is very scary. I'll talk about that later as we move on. So let's start with what happened. So the first day, which is yesterday, I took a leave obviously. I took a leave from work because obviously it's a big event. It had like the event composed of different special guests. Okay, so let me explain. Let's see. So for example, for yesterday, for the concert area or the Cove Manila area, so they had guests like Zed, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Zed. Eurotrash, Fairline, and Xiangyu. Hoang. What's this? Ray Ray. I think. Ray Ray, Botcash, Kiara, Noah J. And then today, they had Elise, Ilesium? Yeah, I think it's Ilesium. And then, of course, one of the most beloved, one of the most well-known that I'm hearing from friends, BB Nos, for those who don't know. So, BB Nos, and then they had Seven Lions, Orange Juice Asia, Jongyun and Ko, or KOH, I think. I'm trying to read as I can. They also had Muse and Hoang, Lona Garcia, Kyo, and Amiel Sol. Yeah, a lot of very big names. And also for BB Nos, Iron Mouse actually is participating in today's event. Yesterday it showed they're not Shoto and Iron Mouse weren't there. But let me check the list of other people who actually went there. The people that I mentioned are for the concert area or the music area. Because I didn't take the what do you call this? I saw pictures of Shoto and Mousy stage event. Yeah, I'll be uploading mine as well. Just wait for it. So the following people are here. So for day one, the meet and greets or whatnots, they had Amara, Kurimiao, and Lona. Then followed by Donut Daddy, I Gumdrop, and Juju Mao, which we're gonna be talking about later. Because this is the only meet and greet I actually participated, because number one, it's free. And of course, I will tell you this, guys. I will talk about Donut Daddy later because I was so nervous when I was beside him. And then other guests are Edgy Katrina, Lotus or LO32, Ami Chicken. And then for today, they had guests which is Abki, Razi Binks, Josh Seki, Magikarp, Cholo Tolentino, and then Anthony Chen, BTMC, and they have Tuonto. Yes, I believe some of these names are very familiar to you guys. Like for Tuonto, Tuonto is obviously very well known in the Genshin community. So that's why out of all of them, I think he's the only people that I know. The only person I know in the Genshin side. Then there is Knight, Chares, Ian, and Kitskua. And for those who are in the cosplay community, everyone knows who Knight is. That's all I can say. All I can tell you, they're very handsome. And then other guests would be Dish, Fobmaster, Lilis, Tikyo, and then Lice, because it's X-Lice. I believe this is one of the first VTubers here in the list. And then finally, the very last, which is the most special, which is Shoto. Yes. Shoto being the last one. Yeah, Iron Mouse, however, Iron Mouse is there, yes. But she's in the different place. Yeah. Now, I'm sure everyone is excited. Yeah, I couldn't go to today because I know how much people will be there. So yeah, there's that. Now that you guys already know the guest list, so I'm sure you want to know what actually happened in my perspective, right? So from my perspective, I did come very early because I'm very scared that the line was gonna be very, very long. So I went there 8 in the morning. I think I left home around 8 in the morning and I arrived at 9 a.m. in Okada, Manila. The place is so huge and I can't believe upon entering the place, it's so cold. It's cold. It's not like the SMX event wherein you have to wait outside you have to line up outside just to go in, or if the venue is not open yet, you have to line up outside in the heat. In Okada, the line is actually inside of Okada. So even if you line up for long, there's still air condition. So you're still feeling a bit cool as expected. So which is a plus one. And as someone who has just went to Okada for the first time, this is a very first for me, which is really nice. So other things that happened. So I met new friends. I met new people, new friends, but forgot their names. Yeah, I forget names because they're like, you know, those chance times. So that's what I experienced. So I met different friends, and then of course I went to different booths. Like they had lots of booths, like a lot of artist booths, and it's actually a lot of varieties. Some of them are majority sponsors, some are like a variety of booths. Like there are people selling anime merch, game merch, out apparels, because I saw they're selling like bikini, swimsuit, because I guess there's a theme for the concert which is rave fit. And then what other things? They had apparels, they had bags. They even have like a lot of food booths. Like some are selling like chocolates and cookies, which is kind of nice. And then there are like some well-known PH comic creators like Skate and Hung Hang, if some people know. And then there are some content creator booths like Shoto's Dish and Anthony Chen. But then for Shoto's booth, I didn't expect that his booth is empty on day one. That's all I can remember, because I remembered when Shoto visited here in the Philippines once for the first time. His booth was 2 days, or rather 3 days of booth. So he has merch. So moving back, they had like Chips Delight, which is like a cookie brand. And then there is the Mobile Legends Bang Bang Naruto Shippuden collaboration. So they actually have a booth which is so cute. So they actually replicated like the ramen shop of Naruto, which is so cute. And the best part is they give out free cup noodles. So obviously I had to take the opportunity, because guys, free food is free food. There's also like makeup brands there, and I noticed there are some booths wherein you can get free makeup stuff. And then some are like for content creators, influencers, and beauty streamers. Like they would want to collaborate. So the first thing I asked them was that the problem with me is that I'm a VTuber. So obviously I can't just exactly show my face. So even if I wanna like recommend beauty products, I can't do that. Yeah, I can only if it's makeup or anything like cosmetics, I can only do lotions, because I do hand cam streams, right? So I can only do hand cam streams when it comes to these things. Hey, give me a second. Okay, who the heck is live? Oh, Arata. Okay, give me a second. Did you get lotion? I did get lotion. I remember I got lotion, and I didn't get like a face for sunscreen. So for the lotion one, I did get it from a booth. So for those who don't know, there is a Twitch Manila meetup. Yes, literally there's a small booth for Twitch Manila meetup. So when I did the check-in with them, sadly I couldn't take a picture with them because number one, I'm a VTuber. I'm scared that they might upload it on their page. But all I can tell you guys is that their booth is not bad, and it's also fun because beside them is like games and food. I'll tell you, that's all I can tell you. So I was able to get my very first t-shirt of Twitch. So yippee, I got a purple t-shirt of Twitch. I also got the same as from the last Manila meetup, I did get a plastic cup of Twitch. and I got like what do you call that? Like facial kit. I got like some kit like sanitizers, lotions, and then face mask, like mini kit, like mini cosmetic kit with Twitch. Oh, is that where you got the free ticket? No, for the free ticket, I got the free ticket during FanFest. I got a free day one ticket during FanFest. So remember that there was a Mobile Legends Naruto collaboration. They had the booth in FanFest, and I was like roaming around, and then suddenly there were people who are like, you can get a free ticket if you do the survey. And then I'm like, what free ticket? And then when I saw it was AndFriends, I had to take the opportunity. And so for the free ticket, I got it from the Mobile Legends Naruto booth. So shout out to Mobile Legends Bang Bang Naruto Shippuden booth. Thank you so much for giving me that free ticket that I can attend AndFriends for the first time. It was really nice too. And then what's shocking was that it's also, other than food apparels, there's also cars. Yes, literal cars. I saw 3 cars inside, like 2 sponsors. There are 2 sponsors. Two sponsors. Both are car companies. So for those who are interested to get a car, they can like get one there. I'm like, wow, I don't think I am rich enough to even afford a car, or I don't even have the right mind to even buy one yet. I'm already struggling as I am. So other things, it's not really that bad. It was really nice. Like I tried some food. Oh yeah, they also had Red Bull, right? And I remember there was a certain VTuber that loves talking about Red Bull a lot. I forgot who her name was. So there was a Red Bull booth, and then they were like, "Oh, we're giving a free Red Bull can as long as you play one game of which of the 2 games." Yeah, it's Carl. Oh, it was Carl. Nice. Thanks, Momo Starla. Yeah, I knew it. I remembered someone was talking about it. It was Carl. Thank you. So they showed me which game I will play. It doesn't matter who my opponent is or if I'm gonna fight a CPU, as long as I play. Then I get free can. And my goodness, when I chose the Street Fighter 6, and I chose my favorite girl, which is Chun-Li, and the controls are wild. It's not like the classic Street Fighter that I used to play. I'm like, when I was like a wee kiddo, we usually play Street Fighter on arcade controls. Like, it was so easy. And I was like, how on earth are the controls so different from the new Street Fighter 6? I'm like, why can't I do the continuous kick of Chun-Li or something? So all I can tell you is I lost immediately to a CPU level 4. I lost, but then I won a Red Bull can. So I think it was fine, although I felt so bad because I sucked so much on those types of games. Yeah, fighting games is also not my thing, specifically Tekken and Street Fighter. But if it's Smash Brothers, if it's like Smash Brothers or Power Stone 2, well, you're gonna be in a treat. So what other things? So they give. There's also like other brands like Havaianas, and for those who don't know, Havaianas is like a slipper brand. So they made like wishes. They made cute wishes and activities, which I'm really thankful for. It was fun, honestly. The event was fun. There was also like an interview with like different guests on stage who were like to talk on why they're in the Philippines and whatnot. It was not bad. I also did meet up with some of my friends, and I also met a Twitch friend that I met during my Manila meetup, which is Max. Yeah, let me shout out to him. Yeah, I met Max. Yeah, I met Max during 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 the AndFriends. So I was really happy. I'm just sad that I couldn't talk more because he had to do other things as well. But we had fun. Yeah, all I can tell you, I'm 100% alone there. Not really 100%, mostly like 50% of the time because I don't have that much friends who goes to these events. Some are like they're used to staying at home, okay? Like, let's see, sino ba, magbabanggit ako ng mga pangalan, sino pa ba yung mga hindi lumalabas palagi? Like si Cassie, si Boss Rica, tapos meron pa si Seri at saka si Ark. But maybe it makes sense naman. Maybe maybe if it's an event wherein it's very very nice, probably they'll be going there too. I'll just have to drag them after all. So other things that happened. Only con I plan on attending is YaoiCon. Yeah, and I'm sure we're gonna be able to see each other. But as VTuber only. Oh, I'll go there in person. And I'll be appearing as someone you don't expect. That's all I can tell you. For my safety, probably, but it's for the fun of it. So expect more because I might be spinning my helicopter. Oh my gosh. You be spinning. Okay, okay. I'm gonna be expecting that, Kaifer, because if I go there and if I don't see you spin your helicopter, I'm gonna punish you in DMs. So hard. Now, other than that, of course, as few hours has gone by, of course, my favorite the favorite time has already arrived. Harder, Doppel, harder. Okay, gok, 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 gok. Okay, anyway. So of course, the last one is my favorite, which is the meet and greet, right? So of all the meet and greets, I only came to the event just for that one person. So obviously it was Donut Daddy, I Gumdrop, and Juju Bao. So for those who don't know, Juju Bao is a foodie content creator here in the Philippines. I didn't know they were Filipino because I assume that majority of them are US. Because just like every other people on the internet, even on VTubers, I didn't know that they have Filipino blood, and I'm like, you don't look like a Filipino, why? Like even Sketchy Dot is like that. At first I thought Sketchy Dot was American, okay? From his accent, until he mentions some certain Filipino words, and I'm like, wait, you're Filipino? Because guys, I never assume people. I don't assume people, okay? I rarely assume people because I usually assume as if they're US for me. For VTuber side, the only time I will not know is that I don't have the time for it. Like I work IRL, okay? And I get tired most of the time. So anyway, back to the meet and greet. So it goes. I am like the 5th person in line for the meet and greet of Juju Bao, I Gumdrop, and Donut Daddy, right? So I talked to Juju Bao first. So we only have 45 seconds total to talk. So I wanted to make sure that I don't spend too much time because the 3 guests came in late because they were in the creator stage talking about stuff. So for Juju Bao, I talked to them. Have you tried Jollibee? And then he said that I'm from the Philippines, you know that? And I'm like, wait, you are? Because as I said, I have zero knowledge of the guests. I said it on Twitter as well that I have zero knowledge on these content creators or these influencers. I don't know if they're from the US or not because I know a lot of international people have gone to the AndFriends event. So they were like, so I changed the question. So instead of Jollibee, I told them, out of all the countries you have gone to, which was your favorite food? And then he mentions a restaurant. And then I was like, oh. And he said Japan. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, you are right. When it comes to out of all the foods around Asia so far or around the trips that you have gone through, yeah, it makes sense why. Makes so much sense why Japan. Like, even for me, because out of all the food that I have tried, Japan is one of them. I'm not saying the best, because when it comes to Japan, my favorite will always be their Japanese curry. Nothing more, nothing less. And their takoyaki, of course. I tried their authentic takoyaki. It was so good. So even my taste buds became so strict, because whenever I try takoyakis here in my place, if it doesn't match exactly the same authenticity as the one I ate in Japan, I will know immediately. That's how scary my taste buds are. Like, I will remember every taste. Like, even in Japanese curry, if I eat in a Japanese restaurant here in my place, and if I taste it, I will know if it's like I will immediately know if it's like the good brand of Japanese curry or not. Like, I will say, the curry is nice, but it's not as like, wow. Because I will know the brand of Japanese curry they're using. If it doesn't like give that taste, the taste that I'm looking for, that means it's not the brand that I'm expecting them to use. So moving back, so that's for Jujubao. And then for iGumdrop, so here it is. She is so pretty in person, like so pretty. Slim and pretty at the same time. So I asked her, so other than taking a selfie, I asked her, what was your, have you tried Jollibee before? And then she said, yeah, yes. So what have you tried? What is your favorite in Jollibee? Sorry, I'm trying to remember. What is your favorite in Jollibee? And she mentioned like pineapple quenchers, the chicken, the burgers, the peach mango crisp. And I was like, I feel like both of us laughed. I told her like, I feel like you love all the food in Jollibee. And she laughed. She laughed at it. I mean, it makes sense. Like, iGumdrop is so kind. Like, you can tell a person if they actually like the food, if they name, if like, what's your favorite food, and if you will know if they like the food if they mention not one food. Like, you will know. And then of course, after iGumdrop, of course, I went to obviously to one of my favorite influencers. Even though people will say I'm odd, of course. So the last influencer that I had to talk to on the meet and greet was, of course, Donut Daddy. Yes, the Donut Daddy. Okay. I'm sure everyone is like curious. Let me talk about it so much. Yes. He's very tall. He's taller than me. He's really taller than me. That's all I can tell you guys. Okay, that's a first. Second, he does have muscles. Yes, he does. He actually does. It's not steroids. He actually has muscles. And how he presents himself in person is exactly how he presented himself at times during his like shorts on YouTube and TikTok. So shockingly, like, you know that he's not sure. I'm not sure if it was intended. Like, when I saw him, he's like, I can actually see I can like see his booba window. Sorry, Donut Daddy. I'm sorry. Like you can tell that he unbuttoned the first button of his polo shirt. Sorry. I sound like a unsay-so person. I'm sorry. I'm like, dang, you're so hot. Why can't I be like you? So I was like, oh my gosh, you're tall, you're muscular, you're just like in your YouTube shorts. Your one button, the first button on your polo is like unbuttoned, so like there is actual cleavage. I'm sorry, Donut Daddy. Okay, and he's handsome, and if I remembered, wait. Let me see if I remember. Let me see the pictures real quick. Okay, does he have blue eyes? Wait, I was so scared. Oh my gosh, he does have colored eyes. Yeah, he has colored eyes. I'm like, dang. That's the definition of a guy. That's a definition of a man. Okay. So so when I went to Donut Daddy, I was like, I don't, I forgot if I met him or if I said I'm a fan of yours, but the question I gave to him was the most unique compared to Jujubee and I Gumdrop because I was a fan of Donut Daddy. So I asked him, what was on your mind in creating those kinds of YouTube shorts? Obviously, because I'm sure some of you guys were thinking like, why he can just make beautiful desserts that doesn't have to be like sus or like fan servicey, right? So I gave him a question like, what was on your mind when you made this YouTube shorts? So I remember the words that I remember that he said was that he loves making desserts and other things. He loves making desserts and foods and things. He wanted to go. He wanted to go to that. He wanna go to that route. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sus. Yeah. I will tell you guys this. Trying to remember what he exactly said. What he said was like, he wanted to make desserts with a twist. So more like the influence and the interactions and the viewerships and engagement. So he wanted to make desserts with a twist. And obviously the twist was what we saw on majority of his videos. So I remember of a story how they make donuts in the bakery. Yeah, he did mention that. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. That's why, because I think it was one of the origins why his name is Donut Daddy. Yeah. And he wanted to make to try something with a twist, which he did, and obviously I was hooked into it. Okay. So we both laughed. It was really fun too. Like I get to actually talk to him a bit, even though I was so nervous because it's like meeting up with your idol, okay? Like anything that's food related, especially you know them, you would really want to get that opportunity. It's just like the one, like in our place we have a Gordon Ramsay restaurant, and then the selected 20 will get to be able to meet Gordon Ramsay and try his food. Yeah. So afterwards, after the question, like it was now obvious how he got so much viewership. It's because of the twist that he made. And it was the best idea he ever, for me, that's one of the best ideas he has done. Because it's so normal to like make desserts beautiful, but to add something, to add a twist just to get an unexpected engagement and viewership and others. It was his intent. And it actually hooked a lot of people. As I said during the confession part earlier, like whether it's like confusing reactions, loving reactions, sussy reactions, or hateful reactions, it's still an engagement. Okay? So afterwards, I was able to take obviously I already have a picture, and I was so happy to talk to him. And he also has a deep voice, and I'm like, like I am about to burst so bad because I was so like I was nervous, and also like I'm a sucker. I'm a horrible sucker with those certain aspects. But at the end of the day, it was nice. Glad you enjoyed. Yeah, I did, Momo. So overall, it was the best day one experience ever. Like being able to meet one of the influencers I follow. Anything as also anyone who likes food is already like I'm a fan of them. But of course, Donut Daddy is another level. To have the chance to be able to have at least one collab. Just one collab. One collab of just a simple shorts collab with him, I would like scream and like cry in bed. Yeah. Like, besides Donut Daddy, any voice actors or anything, if they did anything, I would like scream and cry. It's just like the greeting of Boot Hill, that one, the Boot Hill one. I was like, that was the most unexpected thing that I would never forget. Yeah. Oh, hey, Dits. Yeah. Hello, hello. Yeah, we were talking about what happened during the event, which is the AndFriends. Yeah, like Donut Daddy was there, I Gumdrop, and then there's Shoto and Iron Mouse. So sadly, for those two, they're only available on day 2, which I did not attend because I don't have a ticket for that. I only have day 1 ticket. But at the end of the day, I already met Shoto, so that one event was the best experience for me. So afterwards, yeah, I experienced I actually experienced for the first time gambling. First time because I got a free membership with free credits. So so I said to myself, I will not visit a casino. So, and the credits will expire for 30 days. It's not like I'm gonna go to that place anymore. So I spent all the credits to do slot machines, and that's about it. I used up all the free credits. So, and then of course I left. Because guys, you have to use every benefits that you're gonna get, right? So it was fun. My first experience on slot machines. I mean, it's free credits anyway, so it's not like I lost any money. It's free credits. So that's all. That's all. Afterwards, I left. I left. Rain was hard, but it was worth it. The day was so nice. I wish I could go to the concert, but as someone who doesn't know any of the singers other than BB Nose and Iron Mouse, I couldn't. Also, I don't have friends with me because if I'm gonna go on a concert that I really love, like the example YOASOBI, I would want to be with someone and then we can share the experience together. Yeah, I guess I have been used to being with friends in being used to talking with friends online a lot. So, and also meeting with friends a lot too. So I guess I have that kind of attachment now. Like if I want to experience happy things, I would want to like experience it with them. So anyway, that's for the AndFriends day 1. Overall, it was not bad. It was not bad. I guess the only thing, they have Mobile Legends and other things. And they also had like retro games. Like there is a booth there wherein you can play Project Diva and Sound Voltex, which is so cool. The only thing I wish they would have there in AndFriends, what did I miss? Oh, you missed me gawking on Donut Daddy. That's about it. Also, hey Jay, hello. So overall, the only thing I wanted them to have at least is I wish they could have like a booth for card games, like Yu-Gi-Oh or Vanguard or whatnot. I just wish they had that. Sadly, they don't. Gok. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's what I did. Should I do it harder, Kiefer? Yeah, I'm gawking. So that's it. That's what I actually did for. That's what I actually did at AndFriends day 1. It was the best experience ever. Harder, double harder. Okay, I'm trying. I'm trying. Walk. Okay. Anyway, overall, it was the best. It was one of the best events that I have gone to. I made it. Yeah, you made it. Hey Vin. So how was day 1 and 2? Yeah. You're the one person I've been expecting, but too bad we couldn't meet day 1. Yeah, I guess we were all enjoying the events and others, and me, I was like in the line just to do the meet and greet. Double submissive read well, so that makes sense. What do you mean? What do you mean submissive and breathable? I think submissive is not the right word. I only intended Dayton. Oh, you intended Dayton. So how was Iron Mouse in Shoto? Okay. You have to tell me. You have to tell me, of course, Vin. So how was because I know Shoto and Iron Mouse is there. Did they have merchandise of Iron Mouse being sold there in day earlier? Because today is day 2, so I don't know if they did anything different. Some boots have it, but I don't think it's official. Yeah, not the official one. Usually I get the ones from Wish Official, especially Shoto's boot. I don't know what merch he was selling in his boot. You know what? Let me see. Did Shoto even put boots on his? Actually, yesterday he didn't really have any boots at all. He didn't have any items on his boot yesterday. So I feel like today they do. Yeah. So overall, how was it long? Because I saw some pictures wherein day 2, like it hasn't even opened yet, but there's like a huge line. I guess because out of all the days, day 2 was the most jam-packed because BB Nose was there and then there's also Iron Mouse. So it was so jam-packed. Sorry guys if I'm yawning a lot because I get tired easily these days. Shoto waited 3 hours, I think. What? Wait, what? Wait, he waited 3 hours? Waited 3 hours where? That's concerning. Waited 3 hours where? There was some problems. Oh no. Oh no. I think I don't want to know what those problems are, but hopefully it is resolved because 3 hours? That's not good. I just hope they resolve that problem. It feels like a conquest incident. Yeah, but we don't know what the actual problem was. So hopefully 7 hours to get autograph from VA. So yeah, but 3 hours is still bad enough. If it's technical problems, maybe, but to reach 3 hours, that's not good at all. I feel like there's gonna be a Google Docky at this point. Yeah, Google Docky. I'm gonna wait for that. Then that's not good. Let me just go to a certain VC first, just for them to know. And you're gonna. So give me a second, guys. Before anything else, before anything else, I'm live by the way. So apparently, Cassie, I have tsaa for you later. Yeah, and it is related to Shoto. That's yeah. So no, don't say anything, Ark, and I'll be back now. Butik ka. Okay, anyway, I don't know if you guys heard the Discord VC, but yeah, uy sama ako. Yeah, we finally have tsaa thanks to you, Vin. Yeah, thank you. Okay, guys. Okay, first of all, I'm not doing any backlash and everything. Butik ka. Yeah, that's what I said. But for the people on the VC earlier, you guys didn't see it. So yeah. I just went to the VC of my friends because my friends like teas as well, but then these are like concerning teas because we want to be aware on this types of situations after all. And take note, next few weeks we're gonna have On Live, which is a VTuber convention. Baka pwedeng abunan ng tsaa na yan. Titignan ko. I feel like I will be able to baka makakuha ako ng Google Docky sa mga kasama ko sa cosplay community. Titignan ko pa. I will check the tea I will check the tea. Hopefully it's not as bad. But the fact that it's 3 hours delay is hugely concerning. That's a huge concern. Oh yeah, on live will plan it. Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna be yeah, so they already announced. So for those who will be planning to go to On Live, okay, I'm not sponsored by them, by the way. So for those who don't know, On Live is a VTuber convention. So take note, it's gonna be held on June 15, 2025 in Bayanihan Center, Pasig City. So for those who weren't able to buy tickets online, they have on-site tickets that will be available for, of course, 500 pesos. Yes, 500 PHP to attend the event. If you don't have a ticket from online, you can buy tickets on site. However, tickets are limited. So please make sure that if you plan to go there early for those who don't have tickets, okay? That's all. Yeah, the best one is their VTuber medley. So that's one of the best things that you have to prepare. Like different singers are gonna sing. Yep. Sweet. Yeah. So what other things to take note of? That's all for me for the AndFriends day 1. So it wasn't that bad. It was like smooth sailing. And then of course I get to eat at Panda Express. So I'm not sure if I uploaded it on Twitter, but I did upload it on Instagram. Yeah. So for those who don't know, yes, I upload pictures of food too, but majority of all of them will always be on my Instagram. It's mostly my Instagram is always full of food. I never post any other things other than food. Panda Express is good. Yeah, Panda Express is not bad. Yeah. So I think that's it. Yeah, that's it for AndFriends. So what are you guys gonna be expecting from me? So for those in the Philippines, hanggang Jollibee lang ako. Sorry na. Actually, Vin, at first gusto ko kumain sa Jollibee, but then I was with a friend and prefer niya mag Panda Express, and I'm like, okay lang naman. That's why probably tomorrow I'll just go out just to eat a Jollibee at this point. But yeah, overall day 1 was nice. Day 2, I can't really answer that because the only one who can actually react to it are those people who have actually gone to day 2, which is today. And one of them is Vin, because Vin, you already have first-hand experience in day 2. So yeah, so expect that I'll be posting some pictures. Of course, I will censor it with my face so that you guys don't see what I really am. And then I believe for those who are following a certain report media wherein I posted about the FanFest report of mine, I will be making a report on AndFriends soon. Pagod maglakad tapos ang init ng cosplay. Yeah, I didn't cosplay in the event. That's all I can say. I look like an emo dude when I was in the event. Now, overall, for day 1, if I'm gonna rate it to 10, I would say around 7. Not bad. Oh, what did you cosplay, Vin? Oh yeah, speaking of, what did you cosplay? Because you said it's hot. Kitty meow meow, no. Quiet meow meow. I'm streaming. Yeah, so what were you... At least they learned from Conquest with the venue. Yeah, they did. But it's Lion. Oh, okay. I think I already know. When you said Lion, I already know who you're cosplaying. But yeah, the 3 hours of Shoto is still a lot concerning to me, because if this is like so bad, I'm worried that they won't be those who content creators who experience the worst one won't become guests anymore. That's how things go. Yeah, I'm now worried about the 3 hours that you mentioned. So anyway, other than that, the following events that are gonna happen next month are the following. So I'll be attending Bushi Road Expo. So it's gonna be held at June 7 and 8 at Cubao Gateway 2. Yeah, I'll be going there just for the fact that I want to meet different fight and get a free card from him. And then of course the two guests that are gonna be singing, because there were two girls, I forgot what their names are. Then June 15 will be on live, the VTuber convention that I'll be attending there. I won't say who I am there, but for those who will be attending, then go for it. And then I know there's another one. Let me see. June. There's more events. Let me just check. June 28th. There is also June 28th, which is BlushCon Petite 2025. Yes, BL. Yes, BlushCon. Yeah, June 15. Yeah, on live. And then June 28th, which is BlushCon, which is gonna be held at Eton Centuries. Yes, I'm gonna be going there. It's also a BL convention, but because they mentioned BlushCon Petite, so expect that the venue is very small. So that's about it. There's gonna be more news. If you guys are wondering if I'm gonna be going to Hoyo Fest, I'm still in the 50-50 because I'm expecting that the event would be very, very nice. But then when they mentioned about like paid entrance, there is actually paid entrance to go to the event, I was very concerned. Because every Hoyo Fest that I have attended was free to enter. You don't have to pay to go in. But now, you have to pay to go in. And I hope that I get the benefits from it. Because that's something I didn't expect. But anyway, that's about it for all the other events. And just like Jay mentioned, tomorrow is the start of Pride Month. And I will tell you guys this, I have a huge surprise coming up either later tonight or tomorrow. Yes, I have a surprise to start off the Pride Month. Yeah. So expect more surprises coming in soon. Hello. Oh, hi, Sylvine. Hello, hello. First time chat. You should have said something like crazy. It's your first time chatting. Say something crazy, Sylvine. Yeah, Sylvine is here. Fellow Vin. Yeah, there's two Vins in my chat. Hello, hello. Yeah, we were like talking about Donut Daddy. Yeah. Yeah, not sure if you've heard of him. Have you heard of him, Sylvine, yet? Have you heard of Donut Daddy before? Like the desserts making buff guy who makes sus stuff during his dessert making. Yeah, that's all I can say on what happened. That's the only thing that stuck to my head. But yeah, so happy. Hello, hello. I'm here to look at cuties and claim so ass. There's something crazy. Yeah, I like how I said you say something crazy and then you just said there's something crazy. How dare. How dare. To look at cuties and claim your ass. What do you mean claim my ass? Okay, first of all, do you see me have ass here? Hello? Do I have I'm not now that I think about it. My model feels like it's flat, but if you guys are wondering if I'm flat IRL, no, I'm not. I'm not. That's the only thing I will tell you. The only ones who know if my ass is flat or not are the people who I already met. And Vin is one of them. Hello, chat. Hello, hello. Yeah, that is true. Yeah. Okay, then. Vin, since you already have met me, do I even have ass? We need this data, Vin. Yeah. The only ones who has already seen me are Vin. And hello, Max. And then, of course, the people from V Hall, which is Cassie, Wasrika, and the others. Oh, you're not gonna say anything. Ooh. You conniving little bitch. Ano yan, Victoria's Secret? Nakaganyan ka, Victoria's Secret? Even I'm curious, okay? Now you're making me conscious. Do I even have... It's a privilege, yeah. Now I'm scared. Do I even have an ass? I'm so scared. Well, give me a recommendation from Jollibee. For Jollibee, chicken. Chicken Joy. Always get a Chicken Joy. Number one will always be Chicken Joy. Because some people don't like the burger steak as a start. Jolly Hot Dog. I think Jolly Hot Dog for... That makes sense. I mean, it's you, Kiefer. Obviously, you will recommend Jolly Hot Dog. So, it's Chicken Joy and Jolly Hot Dog. Put it in the aircon. No, don't do that. No, Vin. Momo is in the US. What are you? Oi. Vin, Momo is in the US. I don't think that works. Eat burger in the bus. Don't do that, Momo. Please don't. Eat in the plane. No. That's even worse. Yes, USA. Yeah. Usa, game. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm conscious. Well, all I can say is my butt is plump. That's all I can tell you guys. But I don't know on Vin's perspective. Okay. I'm going to New York for the grand opening. Oh, New York. Oh, so Jollibee's gonna have an opening in New York? Really? I thought Jollibee's has already a branch in New York. Or probably my brain can't remember. But yeah, there's that situation. I'm getting chicken fries and potatoes. Oh. Okay. Thank you, Grace and chat. Yeah, no problem, no problem. We know what's best after all. So, get a spaghetti. That's true. You can get the Jollibee spaghetti because the spaghetti is what you can really tell the authenticity and the difference between the spaghetti in your place and the spaghetti in Filipinos. Filipino spaghetti is like sweet style. Yeah, for the experience, of course. Now, I think that's it though. I think that's all I can talk about for AndFriends and the events that I'll be attending on. And bit by bit, I am gonna be participating in some card tournaments. So if you're a VTuber and you're joining card tournaments, please don't talk to me. You'll be able to find me. You just message me. Of course, hot dog. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course, hot dogs. What do you mean, of course? I mean, it's Kiefer. And not gonna lie, hot dogs are good. Okay? But the one thing that you should or not allowed to ask me is which I prefer, whether hot dogs or burgers. So that's the one question I will not be able to answer you guys because I can eat both. Rather, I like both. Anything that's food I like, as long as it's edible. Now, I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it for me for AndFriends. And then we did the confession earlier. So what matters is you guys learn a lot of things during that time. I'll be posting later after I censor some things. And of course, I'm very happy. Which would you prefer? Cake or That's a very simple answer. I would choose the pecs, of course. Listen, I would rather choose the pecs, okay? I can like lie down in between. Yeah, of course. First of all, you get to feel you can feel the abs while feeling the pecs, okay? The cake, yeah, you can do that and it's mostly plump, yeah. But then again, if it's a person who... I have very sensitive nose, by the way. So if they don't wash up that bum... If they don't wash that hee hee ha ha part, then I'll be able to smell that one, which I have very sensitive nose. I like it clean, okay? Yeah. And I can't believe you're showing the chest emote, Kuiper. But yeah, fun question too. Okay then. While we're at it, I'm sure some of you guys haven't seen the new background. So again, this is the new background, everyone. If you guys didn't know. So this is the new background that I have. And the artist is Arts Ira along with another artist. So I would like to thank them for this beautiful background, the prayer room. Yes. So in case someone says anything sus, I will redirect them all to the prayer room. And I'll be like, what's that meme? I'll be like that one meme wherein he's holding a cross, like, out of this house, out of this house. And I'll be like, no. Right? Father Double, forgive me on my trespassing. Okay then. Time to confess. Time to confess, Vin. Father, forgive on my trespassing. What did you do? My child, what did you do? And yes, I prepared this background from Dova Syndrome for this very moment. So confess. So confess, Vin. What have you done for me to forgive you? This is why I like using reverb. This is also the reason why I had to have this room right here. Haven't done it yet, but tempted to send text shot from my cosplay. Forgiven.
You must remember, my child, that to know thyself is to love thyself, and there is nothing wrong in loving oneself.
But of course, you have to send them to us, just like Kiefer said, okay? We're both curious. And I also saw you IRL, so that also questions me. Besides, if you want to see the most extreme thing I have ever done, wait till you see me cosplay in Yaoi Expo. It'll be the wildest thing ever. I borrowed a costume from a certain person already. Yeah. Anyway, back to the normal talk. Yeah. So back to normal. Yeah. So I'm very grateful that we have this new background. And I'm sure some of you guys are very curious on that one new item that I just received. Yes, I have a new weapon. The only time I cosplayed was as Goba. Oh, now I'm curious. Yeah, I will not. You know what? Because you said that. Well, you'll find out if you are gonna be a VTuber in Yaoi Expo. I'll be cosplaying a character that you never expect me to cosplay. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. So I think that's about it. That's about it for me. So just for me to prepare all the pictures and everything, because I'm sure some of you are all excited. So once again, I would like to thank everyone for coming to my stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the story that I've been talking, like uttering for like 1 hour and 38 minutes, other than the confession streams and all, and get to see this background here. So I'll be posting a lot of pictures later on Twitter. So expect to see what happened on AndFriends, because the reason why I haven't uploaded anything during day 1 yesterday is because I want to make sure that I have protected myself. Yes, I have to make sure that my face is not shown and whatnot. So you guys have to wait and see what's gonna happen. Okay? So once again, thank you everyone for coming to my stream. Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you are resting. Make sure you drink water and other things. And if it's daytime, make sure you eat breakfast. If it's lunchtime, if you're still working, make sure you take care of yourself and do your best to take small breaks during work if you're tired. And night, make sure you rest well, okay? Doppel, yes? Yeah. My hyperfixation just went to saying Doppel, never mind. What do you mean never mind? What do you mean never mind? Why you never mind me? Wow, you just called my name and I was like expecting like you were gonna ask something before I leave. How dare? Just in case you can just DM it to me. Whatever that is. If it's like the cha, then just DM it to me. I'm curious. Okay? So once again, make sure you all rest, okay? So this room will be permanent. So expect that if there's gonna be something sus, I'll just drag everyone here. So once again, oh, if you get tea from AndFriends, send it to me, Doppel. Okay, okay, sure. Will do. And then also, though we had a few Sabaton Donaton goal, so the Sabaton Donaton goal is finally coming to an end. Make a GC. Probably. I'm in Discord anyway. So the Sabaton Donaton goal, we were only able to achieve 1 goal, but that's okay because this is just part 2 from the event from last March. So for those who donated the gift and everything, thank you very much. I was able to put them to good use, and I have now, and because of that, I have provided you guys updates. So much updates. So let's see. Give me a second. Yeah, probably I'll make that announcement sooner than expected, but you guys have to wait for it. So once again, thank you all for coming. I'll be resting up for today. Yeah, I haven't rested after like yesterday. So imagine earlier I woke up early just to leave. Yeah, that's my life right there. But anyway, thank you all for coming. Make sure you all rest well and take care of yourselves, okay? I don't want to. The last thing that I hear on Twitter is like, I'm so tired. I will do this. Okay. So once again, thank you all for coming, and hope you all have a great rest of the morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Bye bye.